Yo, Alabama, I know y'all got the win, but that's not enough. When I watch Alabama, I expect dominance. I expect belt to ass, like you told me. And to barely pull off this win against a South Carolina team, 27-25, and to look the way that y'all look, and then to go on top of that, the previous week, y'all get upset by Vandy, and they're tearing down the fucking field goal post. See, I wasn't here on the show because I had to work, so I had to make sure I got to bounce back and recap what's going on.
I got to defend.
I'm talking, JB. I'm fucking talking. You said this is the SEC, and y'all the most dominant. Y'all the big dogs. And to go take an L against a Vandy team and then barely beat South Carolina by 2 points. I want to hear what's your excuse today. You said Nick Saban was still in the building. He was still in the arena. He still had an office. What's the excuse today?
T-Rich, don't even got to answer it. Is this the same score difference that you guys at Ball State just beat Kent State by?
I ain't never said Ball State was the most dominant team in the nation and we the big dogs, we the SEC. I know our story. I'm a realist. I'm a realist.
Kent State. Kent State lost to fucking St. Aquinas High School. Anyway, T-Rich, go ahead and address him. Being rude behavior to start the show off. Welcome in. Before you get started, T-Rich, I got a little bit of love for you, and I want you to take out and check this video out.
Tennessee, because first of all, it's Tennessee. And I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches. And I hate Philip Farmer. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. Like, and I hate Neyland Stadium. It looks like a garbage truck worker convention. And I hate all their quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man.
Describe what you feel about their colors, too. I thought that was interesting.
It reminds me, and it's not that orange that you can stand. See, I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw-up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they losers. They sore losers because they're not Alabama, and I hate Tennessee, man.
He said that throw up orange. I know exactly what we're talking about too.
Hey, that video old because he said Philip Fulmar. He said a bunch of guys that have been around. Peyton Manning, all those guys. T. Martin. It's crazy. But anyway, T-Rich, was that like they was drunk? Was they still drunk from the Vandy loss? Maybe.
Man, listen, I tell you like this. You know me, I'm gonna keep it real. Bro, we've been playing like this since we played Georgia, bro. The second half.
Oh yeah.
And I keep saying it's a copycat league. Only thing Vandy did was do what Georgia did that second half. Only thing South Carolina did what Vandy did, what Georgia did. And so when you look at it, we're having a hard time on that back end as a defense. And I've been saying this for the longest. That slant and somebody can move around has gave Alabama a headache ever since Nick was there. And it is, I had to give you this, Smitty, it is the SEC. That's on and for real about this loss right here, they needed that ass whooping. They needed that ass whooping. And I'm not even talking about directly to the players. I'm talking to the coaches too, because the coaches got to realize, bro, this is the megas of all megas. Like, it's a national championship. It's a draft highlight tape. It's some type of way somebody's trying to get off on y'all to let y'all know that, hey, we here. It's film work. This week, we got a big week this week. It's Alabama. Every week, it's a national championship for them. And they got to realize that, bro. And until they realize that in the building, around the whole building, it's going to be like that every game. It's going to be a nail biter. It's going to be a heart attack out there. It's going to be a stroke given. It's going to be something given every damn weekend if they don't realize that, bro, this is Alabama. Like, this is the SEC, bro. It's nothing different. It's nothing. It ain't MAC-10. It ain't Pac-10. It ain't USA. It ain't independent. It ain't ACC. It ain't none of that. Sun Belt. It ain't none of that. Like, I'm just And that's just keeping it real. It ain't swag, big. Yeah, it ain't none of that.
Give a dog a bone.
Hey, let me ask you something, T.
And that's not, and that's not talking about
Mac 10.
Mac 10, the rapper?
Right.
Yeah. It ain't cubed them out there. And I'm just saying, like, it ain't talking about any other conference, bro. It's just a difference. And we see it. Like, we really see it, bro. And I've heard from different players that left Alabama or the SEC, they feel like it's a big drop-off when it comes to the conference that's not a SEC school. Like, they can tell it from day one.
And let me ask you something, though. You mentioned the back row. The back row was Nick Saban's baby. He's a DB guy, like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was a DB guy. You notice the Legion of Boom for the Seahawks when he went from SC. Yeah. When SC was there, they had these long Sharice Wrights and these 6'3" corners and these big-time Darnell Bings at safety. They were big and lockdown. Do you think that the Boar being on the other side of the ball, they've lost something there? With the back row being meticulous details gone, because that meticulous detail in that SEC, where you usually have some pretty good quarterbacks who can sling it and probably the best wideouts in the country. Take away Ohio State, usually the SEC has the best wideouts in America. Let's think, Pac-12 used to have some, but LSU for the most part in the last 6 years have had first-round NFL guys. Bama themselves have them, so they see them in practice. Tennessee usually has somebody. Ole Miss has someone. LSU is always going to have them. The back row is kind of suffering. Do you think there's any truth to that? Nick Saban being gone.
I think they got to be a part of it. I mean, because it's the whole mentality, right? It's the mentality. You know there's a difference when you left out there in Kansas. You know there's a difference about your offense, right? And these are guys that you done coached up, and these are coaches that you done coached up. I mean, it's just a difference when you're not there. It's a difference in my household when I'm not around. They're going to do stuff that they're not going to do when I'm here. You get what I'm saying? But it's one of them things, bro, where I see it, and I think everybody see it. Nobody is scared of Alabama no more. Like, they're not. And they're coming for Alabama here, and they're trying to be the next person and knock that guy off the throne. Like,
hey, before Smitty gets into this is the reason exactly why I say this watered down. This is why football, in my opinion, college football is watered down because of that fact right there. There's no fear no more. They're all the same kids, T-Rid. They just were at Alabama. They left Alabama. They went to Georgia, and then they left Georgia. They went to South Carolina. Now they go to Colorado. Nobody fears nobody no more. This ain't no culture no more. This is a bunch of mercenaries who move around 4 or 5 times, and they're all playing each other, and they're all boys because of social media, and they're all cool, and it's a jersey swap era. Nobody really wants to put their foot on nobody's throat. This is the most watered-down football has ever been, to your point you just made. Smitty can't grasp that shit. I don't get it.
I can grasp it. I disagree with it. I don't care if you look away or not. Every time JBTC says some new shit, he leans back, looks to the side when there's nobody over there, and takes a smoke of his stick. You didn't say some cold shit just now. If you say some cold shit, I'll give you a little clap. That was some regular shit right there. So that was a waste of a lean back. Let's try to wheel that back in, and let's save that for a bigger moment.